And the Booze Hounds return.
Holy shit, guys. Guess who's back from vacation?
We are here.
These guys are back from vacation.
Shady's back.
This is amazing.
Can I just say before we get too far into this?
On here. Look at this.
Last week, we obviously weren't here. Jan was here. And I just want to say what an amazing job was done. It really came out to a great episode. Raul, you did great. I just want to say thank you, Raul. You really carried the show last week. A++.
Thank you. Thank you. How did everything go on your side?
It was, How was the flight to Turkey?
I got the BBL. I got the hair transplants. We did the Lego boobs. If you don't know what we're talking about, check out last week's episode.
Listen,
highly inappropriate.
You play around, right? And you guys leave, and you leave me here by myself. There's no telling what I'm going to say.
Yeah, you're right.
There's no telling what I'm going to say.
You're right. Mistakes were made.
So
you play with fire and you get burnt.
That's it.
That's what you burned us.
Lay down with dogs and wake up with fleas, and you wonder why.
That's right.
So hey, I love it. You know, hey, your humor is not lost on anybody. You're just very quick with just pointing out people's insufficiencies.
Hateful's right.
Hatefulness type
I love
stuff.
you guys.
Hey, we like to spread the love. We're here. Man, it's going to be an awesome episode. I'm super excited for this one. We got Susie Bulloch in the house with Hey Grill Hey.
Backyard BBQ Hero right there.
Yeah, I totally agree. I listen, if you're not following her, you're making a mistake. She's amazing. The amount of work she puts in, she's got to be tired all the time. I feel like she is all over the place, and it's literally just work. So we're definitely going to get into what she's doing, how she's doing, and everything else.
Yeah.
But
she might also have the most supportive husband in the industry. He's constantly helping her.
I'm
pretty sure.
Wish my wife was
amazing. You're right.
Wish my wife was that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking.
Your wife is awesome.
She's amazing.
She's really great.
Yeah. Do you think she makes fun of her staff when they're not around, when they don't show up to events?
Yeah.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. Hateful stuff about hair transplants and
you
think she does that?
I think she does that. I think that's exactly what a great mentor and a great leader does.
It's all tongue in cheek, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I had a fantastic time. Did a little traveling to LaGrange, Texas.
Oh, home of the chicken ranch.
I played a little golf. I actually catered, cooked brisket for one of our good friends, Dusty, friend of the show. His son Cooper graduated high school, so it was the
literals.
Fortunate enough that and lucky enough for them to ask me if I wanted to do brisket, so I did. It's always nervous, right? It's always for me. You always want the food to turn out great. You know it's going to turn out great.
Yeah,
but you still are worried about it.
Or
and
you want to see people take a bite. You're like,
and I was actually serving them too as well.
Jesus, dude.
Yeah, so
really put you to work.
Yeah, no, we're controlling the portions for sure.
5 ounces and 5 ounces only.
Right,
measuring it.
But we had plenty, and I was literally like, they were doing brisket sandwiches, and I'll tell you what, we did not sauce the chopped beef. That does not happen on my watch.
Totally agree.
Now there was some homemade barbecue sauce that somebody had brought and made, and if you chose to put that on there, then hey, by all means, but it
was not provided.
It was not provided
on your part.
And I think it helps warming up the brisket with the au jus and just its natural juices and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think if you use the barbecue sauce, the longer it's going to stay, it's just going to get burnt and all that. But needless to say, hey, shout out, I love all the accolades and the praises, and I like to be made the center of attention.
You do, James.
Dusty,
and you're like, oh, look at me. Look at me. Look what I can do.
Hello.
Look what I can do.
I started a podcast. So Dusty was nice enough to call me out.
I thought we were part of it.
We're part of it. How that works. It's weird. Okay.
Dusty was nice enough to shout out and give me credit, and I don't know, in front of like 250 people about, hey, this guy right here, he's the one that made the brisket competition cook from Pearland. Everybody knows where I live at now,
dude.
But he really sold it, and I'm glad I delivered.
There it is, dude. Listen, first of all, A++. The fact that you went into this whole thing and said 200 plus people, you're not getting sauce, not from me. You bring your homemade sauce from home. You bring your little jar sauce from your little pantry. That's on you. And you can do that. I'm not going to throw shade on you. But don't expect me to provide you with sauce for this exquisite brisket.
Yeah, and I was wondering that because I was like, I guess, do people like sauce? Like when they do chopped beef sandwiches, do they like sauce?
Yeah.
Already pre-mixed into it. I get the feeling.
No, you just get a little squirt on top.
Yeah, I feel like when you pre-mix it, it's almost kind of like just like sloppy Joe. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think it loses texture.
Like,
it loses.
It can still be good, but
it could be. But I mean, if you want to throw a little hot, warmed up sauce, a little just drizzle on top, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Right. But that's you doing you.
Okay.
Don't ask me to go, you didn't sauce the 15 briskets you made. No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't plan on it.
Same page.
I learned a lot of stuff over the course of this cook because I wasn't able to utilize Johnny and June. I think she was
okay. We're
incapacitated,
ahead of the barbecue fail.
Decapitated. We're not really sure.
Barbecue fail.
Is the smokestacks good, John?
They're fine.
Does it work?
They're fine.
It works fantastic.
So over the next course of a couple of weeks or whatever, we'll talk about a little bit of the stuff that we learned because I did like probably 5 separate cooks of cooking 2 or 3 briskets, and I would chop it up, cryovac it, freeze it, and it was super easy to defrost and then warm up and serve and still hold that quality that everybody kind of expects.
Yep.
But
hey, vacuum seal, man, it just works.
Little tips and tricks on the brisket that I'll put out there because it is it does matter. And when you cook one brisket once every 6 months or every year, you don't really get into it and you don't really learn the ins and outs of it. But when you do multiple cooks, multiple weekends in a row, you start kind of like, oh, okay, I need to do this different, or you start kind of figuring out a little bit. Trimming is important. I mean, a lot of people gloss over that. Trimming your brisket is equally important as the grated brisket. You know what I mean? How you trim it.
Yep.
Now, if you're just going to roll it out of the pack and you're just going to throw on some seasoning on it, throw on the smoker, I mean, I guess, but it really does matter because when I was cutting, trimming some, and I take a little gouge out here, or maybe I didn't get a quite smooth enough cut on the edge. Well, by the time I went to go wrap or I pulled it out, I mean, it was just jagged, sharp, dried out corners and bits, and you're like, well, I can't serve that. And I'm trimming that off, and that's going into the discard pile when I was putting everything together. But we'll talk about it as we go through the next couple of weeks. But yeah, trimming is important.
Agreed.
I love that. No, listen, the worst thing you can do is spend all that time preparing, trimming, and then wrapping a brisket just to have it poke a hole in your paper or in your foil, and you start losing every single thing over the next 4 to 5, 6 hours you cook, and you're like, or better yet, it's not a cheap way or anything else. It's like, obviously when you're wrapping, you're able to go to the oven with it and not have to feed the fire, especially if you're doing one brisket. And I've seen this time and time again. It pokes a hole, that juice leaks out all over the
inside of your
oven. And then guess what? When next time if you don't see it, you don't know. Next time you cook, or even that cook, that shit catches on fire. And this just happened to my boss, and I'm gonna call him out.
Okay.
And I don't know if it's him or it's wife. I think it was the wife that made the brisket. So I'm gonna say Marcy Rogers literally almost burnt down the entire kitchen because she had a pinhole leak and it dripped and leaked and then literally caught a fire in that oven, where he had to go and get an extinguisher and spray the oven and get it out. And it was literally, when you spray an extinguisher, that fog, that dry powder, it's so fine. It goes everywhere. Like you're sweeping for weeks. You're wiping down shit for weeks because every time you walk around, you're like, damn, there's more powder. I didn't see this powder before. It's everywhere. So that's
the literal definition of fire protection.
It is.
And that's y'all's field. So he lived up to that.
Yeah.
Right.
No, he knew what to do.
Yeah.
Everybody else is like, oh, let's leave it shut. He's like, no, man, you're burning everything down. We got to go put this thing out.
I'm OCD where I got the brisket in a pan, and then I also have a pan underneath the pan.
Yeah, you got to learn from your mistakes. But he did say the brisket was phenomenal.
Okay,
so the brisket was saved. It was wrapped.
They never saw a pic, so we don't.
They pulled it out. I know. I'll get some pics. But he said he pulled it out, and then the fire was like just crazy. He had to go in, spray it, whatever. It's happened. It's a real thing. So, dude, we had Kel Phelps in the house.
Yeah. What up, brother?
Yep. Kel Phelps is in the house.
We see you.
Well, he was out there in the Grange. We did a little cooking of our own.
We did some cooking.
It was my first time doing the old mud bugs.
Yeah, crawfish cook, man.
You came through. Got a couple pictures there. Yep, there he is. He's already on it,
dude.
I thought it came out good. It seemed like everybody liked it. Raul was there. I think
came out damn good.
He enjoyed it.
Yes,
I know he had talked to his
fiance?
old lady before.
Fiance.
Yeah. Before and told him he's from California. It might be shit. So
well, my exact words were, even if it's gross, pretend you like it.
That's not better. I don't know why you just.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It's listen, however you want to frame it, it still means the same thing. But Raul, seriously, honestly, like no BS. How was the crawfish?
No, really. I loved it, man. The flavor, everything. It was spicy. It was good, but it wasn't too spicy, but it was everything. We had the mussels, the shrimp, we had the lobster.
Bro,
man,
mussels,
named it, man.
Yeah. Bro, I'm telling you right now.
We had it all.
They did throw down some chicken wings.
You would think
those raviolis were legit.
You would think right here, this is Bubba and Thibodeau, the way we put down that crawfish, baby. I mean, we went all the way in, all the spices, all the fresh orange, the lemon, the garlic. I mean, we went all the way through this thing. Did a little two-step magic, which, by the way, I do like the seasoning. I thought the seasoning was really good. Yeah.
What's that dude's name?
Yeah, well,
Stale Cracker.
Yeah,
but
we used his stuff.
Yeah, no, I just thought that like the seasoning really performed. Obviously we didn't do a shit ton of crawfish, but I mean, what, 40 pounds?
Yes.
Enough for a small get together. I mean, it was so quick. I mean, the longest period was really just the resting period, right? Where you're just letting everything just come down to temperature and rest and whatever. I thought the crawfish was amazing.
It was, man. And when we got home, Tony was like, man, I had a blast. Why don't we do that more often? I said, because we aren't invited.
You're always invited.
Yeah. Well, hey, it's happening. You're in.
Let me ask you a question. Are we getting too much into just dumping everything into these boil pots?
Are you about to say something bad about his raviolis?
No. I mean, I noticed the raviolis.
Well, they were delicious.
I'm sure they are,
bro. I'm telling you right now, if you're not even thought about doing ravioli in your crawfish cook, you're missing out. Because literally, the fresh ravioli, those things cook in a matter of minutes. So you're looking at 3 to 4 minutes, 5 minutes tops, and you can pull those things out, and they soak up so much of that au jus, that juice. They're so flavorful. I mean, I thought that was a good hit.
If anything soaked up the au jus, and if a mistake was made, it was putting in the green beans at the beginning with the potatoes.
Yeah, that was a horrible mistake.
They were like little fire sticks, and those were very overcooked.
Hey, and we still ate them.
I ate the shit out of them. They're too good, but they were spicy as shit.
Yeah, that's a pro move that I suggest everybody is literally wait a little bit, time your things in, and drop in accordingly. We did not, because we were like, oh no, throw it all in together. It's fine. It'd be good. Yeah. A little overcooked, but they were delicious. But the raviolis, man, were a must.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite parts.
I'm
telling you, it's my first time having lobster like that.
Really?
That was delicious,
dude.
And
it was good.
It was good. So everything,
the mussels were freaking phenomenal.
Well, I will. Hopefully you guys do this again, and I get an invite.
I invited
forward to the.
You already had an invite.
An invite when I don't have plans already.
Okay,
how about that?
Fine.
An invite when I don't have plans.
Okay.
All right. So guys knew I was going to be out of town, and you made plans without me regardless.
No. Once we found out you were leaving town, we threw a crawfish bowl.
Exactly. That's what happened.
Is that what the banner meant on the back?
Yeah. James is not here. Let's
okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Doing cans of asparagus and just throwing everything in
tuna
the pot.
Fish. Yeah, tuna fish in the pot.
Kitchen sink. I love it, guys. Hey, you look phenomenal.
It was great, and it was great fun. If you guys tuned in for Susie Bulloch, she's coming up in about 15 minutes. But we got a couple other things we're going to get to. We have a barbecue unpopular opinion.
Dude, like, can I read this real quick?
It's time for barbecue unpopular opinions. No filters, no mercy, and absolutely no apologies.
You can read it now.
Yeah,
if you want.
This comes from, and I'm going to say this, but hopefully I'm saying it right. But it's M-U-G-G-I. So I'm going to say Muggy.
It's Muji.
Muji. Okay, yeah. Muji.
I don't know.
And it's what Muji's saying right here. A 12-hour brisket cooks are about tradition, not product. Put it in when it hits the stall. Wrap. I'm sorry. Pull it when it hits the stall. Wrap. Finish in the oven at 300. It tastes exactly the same as when. Takes exactly the same with the same texture. Cut your time in half. Muji. You know what? Maybe you can finish a brisket this way, right? And nobody says it takes 12 hours to cook a brisket. The hot and fast method is a 4 and 4 or a 3 and 4 or whatever, 7 hours. In competition, guys are cooking briskets 7 hours anyways, or less because they're cutting them down. But let's just break this down for a second. We're not talking like, can you finish a brisket off quicker? We all know the answer to that. You definitely can. But tradition is, and I think that's a word that I read that I was like, okay, yeah, it's all like this is a traditional way of making a brisket. I think it's more than that. I think it's more than just a tradition. This is, breaking the protein down slowly. And that's what you get out of Texas barbecue. It is a low and slow for a reason. That's why it's a famous saying, right? But on top of that, you've got these muscles that are sitting there, and the slower you break them down, the more tender they're going to be, and that's why you got a 12-hour cook. I just don't. Yeah, to me, it's very unpopular. I think like people cook the way you want to cook.
I'm a little confused about what it is he's saying. Is he saying don't you should wrap it or you shouldn't wrap it, or is he saying moving it to the kitchen versus not?
What he's saying is what he's saying is don't spend 12 hours. If you're looking for the same product, he says he gets the same product with doing it till it gets to the stall and then wrapping it 300 and putting it in the oven is the same as whatever. And
that's what everybody does.
And maybe consistently, you've got a consistent product because the temperature's same, whatever, great, whatever. But I think you're missing the point of hanging out outside, being outside with the wilderness, being by yourself a little bit, or hanging out with friends, and then actually working the pit, working the protein, and being that guy. If you're in it just to see how fast you can do it, or whatever, and come out with a similar product, great, all day long. But I'll tell you now, I do not agree with the fact that you get the same brisket or same product out of that cook. I just don't think you do.
No, I don't think you get the same texture. I don't think you get the same results. Flavor is going to be different as well. Do you have to go 12 plus hours to smoke a brisket? Can you use the aid of an oven or another like a pellet smoker? Yeah, certainly. Yeah, you can. But I think doing hot and fast, I think can you break down the protein to where it can pull apart, where it's tender? Yeah, you could do that. But I think texture wise, it's still going to be a little bit off. I think that fat doesn't really render down perfectly. And I know, speaking the last couple of brisket cooks that I did, I did kind of a hot and fast on one of them, and the meat broke apart. The meat was tender, but it still had that fat on it that was still kind of just gelatinous. It wasn't kind of completely broken down. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
it didn't render all the way.
It didn't render all the way, and that you cut it off, you peel it off, but I mean, you don't get the smoke, you don't get the. But yeah, it's unpopular for me. You don't get the same flavor. You don't get the same texture. Even though it may pull apart, you may say, oh, look at this, it's done. It bends over my finger. Anybody can boil meat until it is tender.
Right.
So that's unpopular for me.
Yeah, I listen, but I'm not throwing shade on the guy that says you listen. Okay, if you take this for the context it is, somebody that comes out and says, "Listen, you don't have to make it 12 hours.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a 12-hour cook." Well, we agree on that, right? Like, there's plenty of times where I've smoked a brisket to the stall, but typically I like to go past the stall. I want to push through that stall as much as I can, low and slow. And once I start climbing, that's my wrap point, right? And I think that's where he missed right here, because at that point you're able to wrap, put it in the oven at your house on whatever temperature you want to finish it out. I think that's the part that people rush too much. Is people try to rush the stall.
Yeah.
And I
don't know the science behind this.
You need the stall.
I know there is science that will back up that the longer your meat is in the stall, the more tender it is going to be. Texture wise, you get that just softer mouth feel. It's just not so rigid. It breaks apart pretty easy. But the longer that meat is in the stall, the more tender it's going to be. And that's why a lot of people, like I do, I'll smoke a brisket 6 hours, 8 hours till I get that nice bark that we're looking for. And then I will wrap it and either put it in the oven, put it in a pellet smoker, or drop the smoker down to a 225 degree and hold that brisket until it finishes. And now it does slow down the cooking process. So it'll take instead of that brisket cooking in 8 hours, it's going to bump it up to 12. It's going to bump it up to 14, 16 hours, depending on how big your brisket is. But I am a big proponent of keeping that meat in that stall.
Yep.
You put it at 300 degrees, you're just going to push right through that as quickly as possible.
Yeah. And that's I guess that's the point, whatever else. But that is a great take on that, because it's something that I guess being comps cooks and just cooking brisket for so many people and whatever else, that's something that I really look for. When that stall hits, I'm really trying to I'm really trying to stay in there or go through that stall during that cook at whatever temperature I'm cooking at, until I see that temperature starting to spike all the way up. And as soon as it does, I'm like, at that point, my bark is set. I know what it looks like. And then I'm wrapping, but I think you're exactly right.
Yeah.
Boone over here says, I've never finished a brisket in the oven. Boone, you're missing out. You're missing out right there. That is a go-to pro. I think for a lot of people that don't have the energy to stay up outside. And no, I'm the guy that loves the offset. I'm the guy that loves to feed the wood. Pellet grills, I don't actually own one, right? But I tell you right now, like, don't sleep on that method. Once it's wrapped, I really don't care. A controlled temperature is what I'm looking for, and all I'm trying to do is get to a certain temperature, and then I'm going by feel. If it's a 200 degrees, great. If it's 209, great. Whatever that temperature is, where it finally finishes, but it's the feel of the meat is what I'm looking for. And I pulled brisket at 211 and refused to pull at 209 because it just was so tight still that I'm still looking for it just to kind of relax. And all of a sudden it happens within a few minutes. Sometimes you feel it once, you come back 15 minutes later and you're like, there it is. That's the point I'm looking for. And then I'm pulling off and I'm venting, and then I'm doing the rest. So but listen here, Muji, thank you so much, because I think it is a great take on a unpopular opinion. So I love it. May not always agree with them, but yeah, love it. Thank you.
Yeah, Muji, thank you.
Yeah. Hey, what did Muji win?
He didn't win nothing. That wasn't a barbecue fail.
No, he can win something.
Okay. Well, what do you want to give him?
Let's send him something.
Yeah. Give him your watch.
Okay. Muji, reach out.
Muji, reach out to us. Listen, love to send you something. Appreciate
Jan's
this.
watch.
Yeah.
James said it.
It's fine. Hey, right here, buddy. You got it. It's got dead battery.
All right, guys. We're getting pretty close to bringing Susie in here. So we got time for one or the other. You guys want barbecue news, or do you want the mail call?
Oh, let's go. Can't do both.
Barbecue news. Let's run through it.
Barbecue news. Time for the Hot Off the Grill Barbecue News, brought to you by the MBBQA and the Barbecue News Magazine. A couple quick shout outs here. JC Blurton, 13-year-old, won the Patio Porker division at Memphis in May. Youngest winner ever at Memphis in May. The
That's
Patio
awesome.
Porker, that's something.
That's awesome.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and there's a whole story. She's been through like a lot of stuff, brain surgeries and all kinds of stuff. So the whole story is in the Future of Q magazine from this month. So y'all check that out. Also, Ray Barker, Little Gringa, she won the Open Fire Showdown at Memphis in May.
Congratulations,
That's really
Ray.
cool, yeah. I guess that was judged by Goldberg. So apparently Goldberg is like getting into barbecue.
Yeah.
That's something.
Yeah, because it's awesome.
Yeah, of course. What else we got here?
I thought Goldberg just ran like the big, like, what do you call them? The big trucks, the big cars, the
Monster truck?
monster trucks.
I have no idea. I don't know what you're talking about, honestly.
Is that what he does? Who is he?
He
You
was a
talking about
wrestler.
Goldberg the wrestler?
Wrestler.
Oh,
Goldberg.
I thought he just did the monster trucks and
I
stuff.
don't know. I don't know anything about the monster trucks, but he was out there at Houston. So
I'm just kidding. I know who Goldberg
I'm
is.
sure you did.
I'm just joking.
The MBBQA Pitmaster Connect program. I think Jan talked about this a little bit last week.
Yep.
There it is. You guys can scan that QR code or go to the MBBQA's website. I'm sure you can find it there too. I think this is a big group that will create jobs, training, certifications, education, and a lot of fun. Yeah, I haven't even checked it out yet, but I'm going to. Have you guys been in there yet?
So I haven't. I actually meant to do this, but I had to go out of town again. Just a world traveler. But yes, last week I did allude to this a little bit and talked about it. This is phenomenal. Somebody that's in the game trying to get better. This is a way to connect with somebody that's already doing really good in that field, right? And again, the offer still stands. If you want to connect with, I don't know, with grabbing the brisket, with Jan, whatever, just let me know. Send us something. Obviously you got to sign up. But I will come out to your house. I'll probably stay a couple of weeks, and then obviously food and shelter is required, but we'll hang out and we'll grill, and we're best friends. And yeah, I'm willing to do this. And literally every weekend until the end of time. So
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do this.
Yeah, reach out for that. The last thing, the Barbecue Hall of Fame inductees were announced. Did you guys already see this? You already know who got in?
No.
Okay. A lot of very familiar names. Carrie Bringle.
Oh.
Are we familiar?
Very.
Yeah. Peg Leg
Yep.
Porker
Yep.
out there in Nashville. Ben Lang. You ever heard of Lang Smokers?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Deserving.
Mr. Mark Lambert.
Mark Lambert.
800-time
7-time world champion.
Yeah.
Mark Lambert. I love that.
Marky Mark. I like that. And Malcolm Reed.
That's awesome.
He knows how to barbecue right.
Yeah. You know what?
There?
Those are great picks.
Yeah.
Well deserved.
And
Great
some
picks.
legacy inductees. George Toots Caston.
Okay.
He started a chain that I guess is, or not a chain, but a restaurant that is kind of a staple, I believe, in Georgia.
Yep.
I did a little bit of research here, not a lot. And then Charlie Stamey Barbecue, and
Yep.
he did sort of the same thing in I think North Carolina, one of the Carolinas.
Okay.
And then the last one, Arthur Watts. You guys know Arthur?
Yeah.
Old Arthur's
Oh, yeah.
Barbecue.
Old Arthur.
Mhm.
He's got an amazing story. If you guys haven't heard that story, go back and listen to the episode when we had his, was it grandson or great grandson on?
Yeah. On.
Man, what a killer story.
Yeah. We actually had 2 generations on, I think. No,
Yeah.
on the
Yeah. Well, we've had him on twice, but the second
Yeah.
time we had him and his son on. So
That's right. That's amazing.
it was a great inductees, great choices.
Yep.
Always some people that got left off that should have been let in, but you
Grabbing
can only
the
do so
brisket.
many at a time. That's
Yeah.
true.
Brisket.
I think we'll be on there next year.
Well,
I'm almost positive.
We'll see.
But that's what I got for the Hot Up the Grill Barbecue News.
Yeah. Goldberg was walking around live fire asking lots of technical questions. That's awesome.
All right. It is 7:30 on the dot. I think our guest is in the green room. We call it the green room.
We'll see what color the room is.
Is the room
The
green?
smoke shack. Yeah.
It's kind of a blackish, grayish room.
Yeah. Okay.
The charcoal room.
A charcoal room.
I love that.
Love that.
And
Hi,
we got
guys.
Susie and Todd in the house with.
I'm here and there.
Let's go.
I love that.
Yes. So excited. I ordered it right when it came out.
Hey, cheers, guys. Cheers, cheers, cheers. You're drinking water. You're hydrating, which is great. Yep.
Us too.
But I'm also drinking the Colorado water, Kool-Aid.
Lots of water.
That's
It's
it.
mostly water.
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this. Guys, how have y'all been doing? Y'all are all over the place.
So busy. Oh my gosh, but so good.
So tell us, obviously this book had to be a ton of work, gorgeous photos, awesome recipes. So that's sort of what you do. Tell us about how this came about.
I think anytime you're in food media, for me, it was recipe development is how I started. So the food blog kind of came first, and that's really where we started pushing the recipe development side of it. I would consider myself a recipe writer first and foremost, because that was my job before I even started Hey Grill Hey.
Yep.
So recipe development's been a huge piece of my career. And with that, the idea of a cookbook is always lingering in the back of your mind. But after talking, I think I talked to a dozen publishers, and I interviewed a handful of literary agents and consultants, and couldn't really ever find the right fit. I couldn't find the right publisher that would publish the book that I wanted to write. And being a little bit of a control freak, I guess, when it comes to like,
some would say diva. I'm not saying
diva, that's fine. I'm not bossy. I'm just a boss.
No, I'm just kidding.
And I hope all your daughters feel the same way.
Yeah, 100%.
I just wanted to write the cookbook for my audience. I wanted to write for the beginner, the person who is starting out. I didn't want complicated recipes. I didn't want fancy recipes that sounded really cool but took a bagillion ingredients or were hard to make. I wanted to include my family's favorite recipes, and I really wanted this to become a legacy project that my kids could have forever, that you could give to somebody that just got a new grill, that you could give to somebody that was just getting married and starting their family and wanted to cook out. I wanted those staple, basic, amazing recipes, dry rubs, sauces, some grill guides to like eat. What kind of grill should I even get? Like, what do I buy? How do I control temperature? Because that's who I've spoken to on my website and my audience from the very beginning. I wanted to speak to people who didn't know the terminology, who didn't know what a stall was or what bark is or what a Dalmatian rub is. Like, you hear all of these terms and they become normal when you're in the barbecue world and you're in the ecosystem, but they're not normal. They're not regular terms to the everyday cook that just wants to start out and grill some amazing steaks or smoke their first brisket. So that's really who I wanted to write to. And I talked to one of the biggest publishers in the United States, and they said, I just don't think we can market a beginner book. We wouldn't even know how. We only do specialty stuff. So that's when I decided to self-publish. So we have the Hey Grill Hey cookbook. We named it exactly what I wanted. And we used our audience to help us design the cover and to choose the photos on the front and how we did the layout and the design. And it was a very fun collaborative project with my audience who I was writing it for, and my kids and my family. And I'm really, really proud of it. It was a fun project.
You definitely should be. And you know, that's the thing right there. I think that's what sets apart kind of what you're doing versus other people out there. And there's no shade. Anybody who puts themselves out there in life, right? It's like, hey, I commend that. But I think one of the things out there, like you mentioned family recipes, a community of people, which by the way is a family. You've got an enormous family that you guys have created. And it takes collaboration. It takes input from other people to come in. Hey, what about this? Or I really like this, or whatever it is. But that's what makes things so special. Not just for us, you know, our being fans and everything else, but for anybody else involved in that. And then you hit the nail on the head when you're like, I'm not trying to overcomplicate it. I don't want to put something out there where they're not able to find these ingredients, not able to find, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you need to be a chef to understand how to make these dishes.
Whatever, right? And at the same time, it's like I'm trying to appeal to somebody that is just like me when I got started into this, or that somebody that is asking a tremendous amount of questions, like in our forums or anything else. And so it's a community, it's a fan, it's a family. So That's what makes things so damn good.
Yeah.
I
feel
love
like
that.
if they do have questions, she's very accessible. I mean,
Yeah.
she's online all the time. You
Yeah.
can find her through any of her websites and all that. This book is beautiful. I just wanted to say, I love that you have a full page photograph for every single recipe, and these photos are awesome. Did you have to like hire some special food photographer person, or to take do all this? Or
my photographer Greg is my neighbor. We moved in. He is a flight nurse by trade, so he actually is a medic and he does emergency flight runs on the helicopters down here, which is super cool. He's also a nurse practitioner and very like heavily involved in the medical field, and a landscape photographer in his spare time. And I saw that he took landscape photography. He was actually a Hey Grill Hey fan when we moved into the neighborhood. He had our sauces in his fridge. So I was shooting my pictures one day in my backyard, and I sent him a text. I'm like, you ever shot food before? And he said, no. So I brought him over. We shot together a handful of times. I kind of showed him my style and my method of shooting food and what I liked. And he became way better than me very quickly because he was able to really focus on the photography side of it. And then I could focus on the cooking and the recipe development and the food styling side of it. So we've been shooting together for 6 years.
6 years, yeah.
Which is super fun. So a lot of the images that are very tied to the Hey Grill Hey brand are from a flight nurse out of Southern Utah. He's phenomenal.
I love that.
Yeah. Gorgeous
so
photography.
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah. He's incredibly talented.
He's a veteran too.
And he's a veteran. He's the best.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome.
Hey, so I mean, obviously you're a cook, right? And recipe developer, but just so I can wrap my head around it, what that really takes. Obviously, like how many times are you making something and tweaking something to figure out this is the ingredient list?
I mean,
is that a weird question?
Some things it takes years of cooking.
Right.
Yeah. Some things come really easily because there's like, I'm going to make a jalapeno popper wrapped in chicken, wrapped in bacon. Like, hopefully that doesn't take me years to develop, right?
Right. Damn. 5 years Susie spent making this damn jalapeno popper.
It takes me so long. But some things,
right.
Even if I feel like I liked it, because I've been writing recipes on my website for 11 years.
Yeah.
So there are things that I loved 11 years ago that I'll cook again now that somebody's like, oh my gosh, that sounds so good. Will you make that? And I'm like, yeah, I'll make that. And I'll make it again. And while I'm making it, I'm like still tweaking it.
Yeah.
So then I'm like making adaptations to the stuff that's on the side and changing things up. But I feel like it's constantly iterative all of the time. But a lot of things now, after doing it for so long, I feel like I can get pretty close on try one or two. But the family is kind of the guinea pig. They get to test out stuff while it's still just in my brain before we take it to like an actual shoot day.
So I see the back end of it, and she will. So if we have a shoot day coming up, we try to do 6 to 8 or maybe 10 in one day if we can.
For the photos.
Right.
So she'll have a list. And she'll just take a day and just be on her phone all day, researching, reading. She does a lot of research because she wants to make sure that if it's a sensitive thing, like a cultural thing, she wants to be sensitive to that, right?
Yep.
But she'll just like write out what she thinks should be in it. Because she can say, I want it to taste like this. She did this I watched her develop all of our rubs and sauces like on our kitchen counter. She knows what she wants it to taste like, and she can like back into it exactly what goes into it. And then while she's cooking it, she's consistently on the fly making quick little changes here or there. And my best friend, she hired him as our copywriter, kind of our editor, and so he's right there and he's taking notes, and he has to translate in real time all of what I'm cooking and making and changing and babbling about into real words. So she has a really, I don't think I could do it, but she has a real knack for just being able to want to make something and make it taste amazing. It's so cool.
Yeah.
That is amazing.
It's very weird. It's like I can see what I want it to taste like. I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah,
I've heard artists talk about this before. Like they can see the final image in their mind, and then it's just crossing the bridge to get there.
Yeah.
I can see the flavor. Like I can taste how I want it to taste when it's done.
Yep.
And then I just kind of have to back into what's the process going to be like to get me there? Is this a hot and fast cook? Are we going to sear over charcoal? Is this going to be like in a cast iron skillet? Is this a low and slow cook? Like, what are the seasonings that I want to include? Do I need to braise with anything? If I want it to have like a bourbon flavor, is that going to be a sauce at the end where it's really punchy? Or is it going to be part of a marinade? Is it going to be part of a braise? Like you kind of back into what it takes to get to that final flavor profile you're looking for.
Yeah.
That is
No,
so
that's
good.
it's so that's obviously extremely hard to do for like people that just don't have that, right? But
that's me. I don't have
I
the
don't have that
visualization.
either.
I
I
can't
don't either.
see it in my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I cook, I'm just like, I think it needs some of this. Throw some more or something in there.
Oh, that was horrible.
Let me add some carrots.
Yeah, right.
That'll do it.
Okay,
Yeah,
too
I don't-
salty. It has some sugar to it, right? But I think
Right.
one of the things there, though, you think about it's like, over time your taste buds have changed, and I think I think about this all the time. It's like, okay, our spice levels of how much heat we can take as human beings has consistently gone up. I think there's more seasonings, more foods. Hot wings became popular, 30 years ago or whatever it was. People have more of a balance in that, and they're like, man, I like actually a little more heat than this. I didn't think it was that spicy, and I hear it all the time. It's like, well, that's not spicy, But the same thing happens with your palate, your flavor profile, and everything else. So, like, is there anything that you've made, like, let's say, like when you started this journey, that now when you try it, like literally the exact ingredients, you're like, it needs something,
Good question.
This is a good question. I have to think back to some of my like OG recipes. One of the earliest recipes that I posted on my site was actually for so strange and so random. It was a grilled shrimp Caesar salad with like a lemon pepper seasoning on the grilled shrimp. And I made it, and Todd was like, "Why are you making this? Nobody's going to recreate this. This is so weird."
right.
But I went back just recently and remade it with my lemon pepper seasoning that was mine. Because when I developed it the first time, I just used a bottled lemon pepper from the store.
Yep.
And I was like, okay. But now, like, going through the process of developing my own version of a lemon pepper, and then how are we using the lemon pepper and the flavor profiles that go into that, I can tell even just in my own cooking how I've evolved, not just necessarily for like more heat or more this, but more balance.
Yep.
I think I have more of an awareness of what flavor profiles work well together, how to balance that heat, how to balance the acidity and the salinity and those umami flavors. Like everything kind of plays together in this happy little ecosystem. And so now when I develop recipes, I think about flavor profiles different. Right. I think about what goes well together. I think about if I'm going to put in a lot of black pepper, is that going to be the star, or does that need a balance in another way? And what's going to balance that flavor profile? So I do think I've grown up a lot in terms of my own palate, like you said.
Yeah.
But for me, it really just comes down to balancing out. There's never going to be one like predominant flavor profile. Things are going to play really well together.
No, I struggle with this. Like, there's so many different recipes that I cook, and I try to adhere to when I'm always writing notes, and like I think like the original thing like that I got from my grandmother and probably her grandmother was a box of recipes that everybody passed down, right? Which was so special. So every once in a while we pull a card. We make it and we go, oh, dang, this is really good. This is kind of how I remembered it, right? And there's certain things I eat and I'm go, okay, we need to tweak this a lot, right? But it is what it is. But this question is for Todd though. What is the best meal that she has put together in this cookbook?
Ooh, in the cookbook.
In the cookbook.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that is a great question. I don't know. My default answer is always her apple jalapeno ribs.
I don't even know if that's in the cookbook.
It's not. The sauce is there.
The sauce is in there.
Let me
It should
check.
be.
I'll
Yeah.
just check
Yeah.
right now.
The sauce is in there. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
Okay.
Anyway, I just come home from work and there were just ribs sitting on the counter, and I'm like, okay. And there were like jalapenos on it, and I took a bite, and I had never I don't know. It was kind of when there was this turning point.
It was very early
in
in my Hey Real Hey ecosystem.
I was like, I think she's got this figured out, man. Like this is so. I ran upstairs. I'm like, what is this? Like it was so good.
I was in the shower. He came running into the bathroom wielding a bone.
Right.
Sound like an excuse.
What was this?
All right. My next question is, all right. So listen, when you're not cooking, Susie, right? And he has to take the reins. What's the best thing he's throwing down? The one thing you're like, can you make this?
Oh my gosh. Todd's a great cook.
Yeah.
I don't think he was always, actually, he's always cooked well. He was the guy that had like 5 to 7 recipes in his back pocket that were all like solid winners. So that if he needed to cook something, he could bust something out really quickly.
Yeah.
So he had some ringers.
Okay.
But I will say Todd is one of the better steak cooks. I think he can actually cook a better steak than me because I like to cook for fun and I get distracted. So if I'm doing like a thick reverse seared ribeye, I put it on there and then I start playing with the sides and then I get distracted with the sides and then I do the dishes and then I go outside and then my ribeye is 10 over where I want it to be. And this is like a consistent problem for me. Yeah. But Todd will babysit. He will eye on the prize, nail that medium rare. And truly, like he's on the money every single time. He's Mr. Consistent when it comes to cooking steaks. So normally he'll throw down some really good ribeyes, or I like a sweet rib. I like rib candy. I want sweet, slathery, saucy, messy pork. I don't know why. Maybe it's how I grew up, whatever, but I just love it. And he likes more of a Texas style rib, heavy on the pepper, a little bit of bite, a thinner sauce, if any. He likes like a dry rub rib. So when I'm gone, he actually assumes responsibility and he's like, I'm in charge and I'm cooking what I want. So in the book is actually a recipe for Todd's favorite ribs.
I love that.
The way that he cooks ribs.
Love that.
Do you want to know? I have a story for you. Do you want to know my favorite story about the recipe boxes handed down through generations?
Yes.
Yeah.
Todd's mom has one. And I was looking through it on her kitchen counter one day and I pulled one out and it said, never make again, with the whole recipe crossed out. Like she kept it just as a reminder of how bad it was and to never accidentally make it again. But instead of just throwing it away,
so
it was a reminder, never make this again.
We got to know what it was.
Yeah.
I think we should make it, and maybe
you gotta
what
make
was
that.
it? I don't even remember. What, tamale pie.
One of them was tamale pie. It was like canned tamales, like some kind of hot dish.
Like an old school casserole with canned ingredients.
Maybe you can do like a Hey Girl Hey version of a tamale pie or something.
Never make again.
Fix all of those.
Yeah. I'll tell you, growing up, my mom was as a kid, she was the best chef I knew, right? My parents had a restaurant. I think my dad owned the restaurant, and then he started dating my mom, and then he was like, hey, you need a job? So then she started working at the restaurant, and then he started like going out and playing golf. And then she started running the restaurant. I think it's how the dynamic worked, which is kind of weird, but she would make a new recipe and he would eat it, right? And he would eat the whole plate. Like no bullshit, right? And then he would go, hey, can I get another plate? And she would go, oh, yes, I'm gonna fix more, right? And she would just fix another plate and give it to me. And he'd eat that second plate. And then she would go, oh, so you really loved it, right? So it's really good. And he goes, it was really good. But let's not have that again for a while, right? So when she heard the words, let's not have that again for a little while, like she would go, okay, ixnay this recipe. It's got to go out the window, right? He was polite. He ate every plate that she gave him. He ate it. But let's not make this for a while. Is there anything out there that she makes that you're like, hey, it was great, but let's not have this again for a while?
I have one.
The one that I didn't,
I wonder if it's the same one.
well, I think it was like a sponsored post, like Tabasco page.
Cholula.
Oh, it was
It
Cholula.
was so good.
Yeah. So she made like, it was like a cornbread kind of like cottage pie thing, but with pulled pork on the bottom. So it was like pulled pork in a cast iron and then baked cornbread on top with Cholula swirled on top. And I think
it probably tasted like tamale pie, if I'm
Maybe
being
it
honest
did.
with you.
Right. That's so good.
I loved it. I thought it was so good.
Yeah, that's so good. Oh
He
man,
gets one.
there it is. That's it. You get one. Sorry,
You get one.
I'll
Yeah.
never again.
you're out. Oh man. All right, so we got the cookbook here.
Yeah,
What else you got here?
It's been a long time since we've had you on the show, and a lot of things have happened with y'all. Tell us about these gloves, because I just ordered mine like literally 20 minutes ago.
There it is.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
Literally during the show, I ordered them because I
Welcome
tried
to
to
the
order them
club.
before, and you guys were out. It was like you guys got them, and then you sold out as fast as you could.
yes.
So I did get mine, but I see them
Yeah.
all over freaking social media, and I want them. So I did.
Have
order
we
them.
sold out 2 or 3 times?
Twice.
Twice?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
why I
We
don't
just
want
got a
to.
huge shipment in like last week. So we're good now. We're stocked
We're
up.
set.
Yeah.
So the gloves took us several years to develop.
It was like pre-COVID. I just was like, all we had were these meat claws and big clunky like orange
The
silicone.
silicone
And I'm like,
rubber, whatever.
and I know the cheap cotton with the nitrile over it. That's kind of what we defaulted to. But I'm like, there's got to be a way that it's like, there's ones that we can reuse. And so I just started searching all over Amazon for like gardening gloves, mechanics gloves, and I bought every single glove on the market until I found like my favorite ones. And then
They were chemical gloves.
They weren't even food safe.
out of the UK. They weren't
Oh,
food
wow.
safe, but they were cotton lined for heat resistance, and they were fully nitrile dipped. So it was essentially like you were wearing a cotton glove with like 2 nitrile liners over it. And
Yep.
they felt great. And they were chemical safe. They were lab safe, but they weren't necessarily food safe.
Yeah.
food
So-
grade. Yeah.
Yeah, we spent years. I'm not even kidding. We called every glove factory we could find. We wanted them to make it. We wanted to make them in America. That was our number one goal. And there's literally no factories here that make nitrile gloves or that would make us a cotton glove and dip it in nitrile. Like there was just no one that would do it. We called the European companies and they said we can do it. And then one of my best friends, he sources stuff out of China. He's like, let's try China. I'm like, I don't want to.
He's like, these guys make every glove that's in Home Depot. Like they're the largest glove if anybody can figure it out, like we can work with them and figure it out.
Anyway, it was within weeks they had us a sample and they said, we figured it out. Okay.
And then it took even longer because once we had samples back, we moved into the part of the process that was the most important to us, which was the food safety. So a lot of people don't know this, but all plastic gloves put off a certain amount of chemical load when they're used, right? So
Forever.
to develop a nitrile that was food safe at heat handling temperatures at which you would be touching your food and touching hot meat was a very specific process. So that level took even longer. We actually had within the manufacturing facility a completely food safe line built for the nitrile. So we're running a specific type of nitrile on our glove that is not only heat safety tested, but third-party lab meets all FDA standards for food safety as well. So they're not just gardening gloves rebranded with a patch on them. They're actually very custom developed gloves to solve problems that we were having in barbecue. And so they're very, very cool. I'm excited for you to give them a try.
I'm excited. I may wear them on the show next week.
Right? Yeah.
They look cool.
I think
Honestly.
the next time John drives to my house, he's wearing them as driving gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're driving gloves. Wear them everywhere.
He's,
I
Honestly.
put the black and yellow
Yeah.
Hey Girl, Hey headband. I may
Right.
just wear them together.
right. He puts
Yeah.
do you have a glove box in your car?
Of course I do.
Yeah, there it is. The
The glove
on the
box.
Yeah.
There it is.
I'm glad John
We're
asked
bringing
that.
it back.
I'm glad John asked that question. I'm glad you gave the science behind the gloves, because me being like somebody, a novice, like looking into that, I was like, well, it's just a regular glove and you just put your logo on it.
Yeah,
You know,
a glove's just a glove.
It is.
We Yeah, we would never release anything that wasn't like a custom item.
We've had a lot of opportunities to just white label product, and you see that a lot in the barbecue space where you just slap a logo on a tong, slap a logo on a spatula. But that's not really the Hey Grill Hey brand. Like, we're not going to put something out. None of my rubs are white labeled. They're all my recipes. Same with the sauces. The cookbook's all my recipes. Same with the gloves. So we really wanted to create something that would be beneficial, that would reduce a lot of the waste that we were seeing. Oh, I see a comment right now. They work great and save on using so many nitrile gloves.
Yeah.
That's a real common issue that we were having as well. We were burning through them. So you'll see a lot of people using them, especially now in the live fire space, because they give you the dexterity and grip of that cotton liner with the nitrile glove that you don't get in like the bulky silicone. And then they give you the water and grease proof that you need, because a lot of the fabric gloves, if they get wet or greasy at all, the heat resistance completely goes away.
Yeah,
That's right.
bad.
You're done. You're getting burned.
Yeah, you're done.
And we do find that with these too. If you're wearing them too long and you get sweaty, like it gets a little, but like we just made them to shred pulled pork real quick. And so if people are using them beyond that, like, heaven help you.
Somebody was like, "Can I move coals with these?" I'm like, "Sir, they're still plastic."
No, do not do that. Yeah,
don't do that.
Yeah,
That's not what they're for.
You got to put a disclaimer on that.
Yeah, I definitely
We did.
would.
They're for handling hot food
And hand wash only. So you wear them on your hands, wash your hands like you would with soap, and then set them aside to dry.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great. We're happy about them for sure.
But you'll have to let us know what you think.
Oh, I
No,
definitely will.
100%. And I'm glad you said that, because John is very literal. When you tell John certain things, he goes, "Oh no, it's great. Just put my hand in the fire real quick and move these coals around."
I would have done
And
it
then-
for sure.
And then he's
100%.
coming up and he's like, "Holy!"
I melted. Oh no.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
now
don't
we're going
melt them.
hospital.
Yeah.
They're food safe.
Not coal safe. Got it.
They're heat resistant, but they're not fireproof.
So what is there like a temperature that they go up to that they're safe or whatever?
Yeah, we say up to 500 degrees. And that's like standard for like pot holders as well. Like if you're pulling something, when you're using pot holders and you pull something out of the oven and it's like, I'm going to pick this up and move it. And it's probably going to take 6 to 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And then it will be warm. Very similar to like a pot holder in terms of like at that higher level, you're going to want to have to move a little quicker. At the 200 plus degrees, long time, you're good to go.
I tested as soon as we got them. I lit I did I don't know how to say it, but I got a screaming hot cast iron. I just put it on the stovetop, cranked the heat until it was like smoking, and I grabbed it and I held it for about, I want to say 8 to 10 seconds, and I had to put it down. But that was probably it was probably 600 to 700 degrees.
So,
Right.
Yep.
Ooh.
That's awesome. You made a comment earlier about your brand being you, right? It's obviously, this is a team environment and everything else, but at the end of the day, it's really easy. And I don't knock anybody trying to get their brand out there. And sometimes white labeling is a way to do that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
But I love the fact that you guys are so into like the brand you're creating, because the brand is you.
It's a reflection
right?
of them.
And it's like, I'm not putting my name on something that I didn't have a part in manufacturing, making, or anything else. And it's a testament to what your products are, how you put it out there, the cookbooks. It's every single thing y'all do. It's like I feel like it is just you guys, right? And I think that's what makes this name special. So
thank you.
I know.
We really love barbecue. That helps. Like, I don't want to add noise.
Yeah.
I don't want to, I don't know. It's never been like, we're not like chasing clout. We really love barbecue, and I want to put stuff out there. I want to bring more people into barbecue. I kind of consider myself like an ambassador for barbecue
100%.
and an educator more than I would say like an influencer. Not that that's like a bad thing either, but if we're like dropping into categories, I fall more on the educational side and the outreach side of like, come here. Barbecue's great. We have room for you in the backyard. Pull up a chair. It's delicious.
Yeah. You'll thank me later. So,
Yeah.
No, I just think, obviously influencer is a word that sometimes gets, demonized a little bit, or it gets whatever, but you are an influencer for somebody saying, hey, listen, but we have standards, right? We're not just selling ourselves. We're selling a high standard of quality seasoning products, your time, recipes. It's not bullshit, I guess is the point there, right? So yeah, you know what? You're a fantastic influencer when it comes to that. Just to be honest.
Would you say she's a backyard barbecue hero?
You know,
Yeah, I would say that.
I would say that. Yeah, I would say that.
100%.
Yeah.
I want you to become a backyard barbecue hero. That's the whole goal.
Yeah. I love that.
That's
So
amazing.
good.
Okay. Well, hey, Todd, Susie, let's not wait 2 years to do this again.
Is that how long it's been?
I don't know.
been
It's been
2
a
years.
long time.
Listen, I had gloves and a cookbook to make. Okay, I've been busy.
That's right. You've only done 2 things since we saw you last.
Only 2.
Yeah. No. Hey, listen, it's always a pleasure. Thank you so
Yeah, we
much for
appreciate
coming on
your
the
time.
show. Amazing. I wish nothing but just the greatest luck. It's not luck, it's hard work. So let's
Sure.
be honest. But the greatest hard work luck there is in this life. Truly awesome.
Thank you.
Before you say goodbye, where do folks go to find the book, the gloves, all the seasonings, the sauces, everything else?
On our website is great. On Amazon is great. If you go to our website and you're new, we have like a pop-up for a discount. You can try things out. Amazon has faster shipping, but it's Amazon. So if you're not an Amazon shopper, the website's awesome. We're in Ace Hardwares nationally. So tons of Ace Hardwares are carrying a bunch of our products, a bunch of local independent barbecue shops that we absolutely love, which is like, go support your local barbecue shop, you know, and your small independent hardware stores. I think those are so cool. So
There's only like 30 to 35 of them, but the store Shields has gloves and cookbooks and all of our products.
yeah, and Academy throughout Texas,
Academy.
Fleet Farm throughout the Midwest. So we're kind of everywhere in stores. Also.
Should we
I saw it at Academy the other day, actually.
should we mail this to them so they can
Sign it.
write this little things and sign it?
I'm just gonna carry it with me to every
Like-
event until I run into them.
listen,
so they-
Just in case.
you don't have to say it out loud or anything else, but you could go in and you could actually circle a recipe, fold a paper or anything else, right? If we send you this book, you could go in and say, this is the one you got to do. This is like, Todd, you guys, this is my favorite right here. I'm not going to tell anybody out loud or anything else.
I think you would tell us.
Okay,
Well-
here's one that you have to try. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This is a Utah is the funeral potatoes.
Yeah, there you go.
This is a
Yeah.
Utah recipe. This is our heritage.
They sound
It's
killer.
like a cheesy potato cooked on the smoker, crunchy, buttery topping. It's phenomenal.
Yeah. You had me at cheesy
Yeah.
Yeah, Utah
So-
potatoes or
Yeah.
funeral potatoes.
funeral potatoes.
Okay.
Whip that up on your next Sunday as a side dish for your next brisket.
Hey, before we
Yep.
came on, you guys were talking about sending that person something.
Yeah.
We will send it. If you give us his shipping address, we will send something to him.
Okay.
For the
Yeah.
unpopular
We'll-
barbecue
yeah.
opinion.
Love that.
Thank you, Todd, Susie.
There it is.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Todd's my
Yeah,
accountant. He
hey.
knows if it's okay. I don't know.
You just saved Jan a watch.
That's it.
Perfect.
Hey, thank you guys so much for joining us. Listen, just love. Thank you.
Two of our
Same to you
favorites.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
I know. Cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, so good.
Mm.
Like they're so good. And it's like, listen, they're putting their heart and soul in this every day. They're not taking the easy way out or anything else. They're going all the way in and going, we have standards. We have to meet
Right.
the standard before we go further. This is what it is. This is what is be great. This is what it is to push it every single day. You know, and that's what you get out of these guys.
I think the
Barbecue. Threw down some ribs last night. Used the Chicks That Smoke spicy rub. Mind blown.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like the Chicks That Smoke spicy barbecue all-purpose rub, dude, it is a game changer for sure.
Yeah, if you folks have not given it a shot, you need to.
Honestly, your barbecue will thank you.
Chicks That Smoke. It's at sucklebusters.com. There it is. Okay.
I love it.
Hey, that was my fault.
Yeah.
I meant to put it in there, but not exactly while y'all were talking. so my
No,
bad.
you're
No,
good. Hey,
that's good.
You're making
I
sure
think
that the
I think
bills are
John is
paid.
knocking me
Love
on the
that.
knee.
I didn't
on-
mean to.
on
I feel like
purpose.
you're sitting really close to me
I
tonight.
am.
I don't know
I'm
what's
trying.
happening.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's
Look,
fine.
The interview, the message that Susie and Todd put out there, I mean, it's just a testament to the people that out there that are watching this interview,
Yep.
watching this show, seeing them go out and check out Hey Girl Hey. Go out and buy the cookbook because it is legit. It is.
And their sauces and rubs are all really, really good. I really like their sauces.
Yeah, there's not too many people out there that will put their recipe for their rubs out there for you to make yourself.
Yeah. No, I was like, and be good.
And be good.
They're good people.
That's the thing, right? It's like it's not just a flub recipe like do this, do that. You know, this is very obtainable. Techniques are in here. Definitely go out and buy the cookbook. You're not going to be upset. And literally the best thing you're going to get out of this conversation is going to be when you make it, somebody's going to go, hey, can you make that again? Your wife, your husband, your kids are going to say, do this. And the other thing to this also is obviously the recipe is great, right? But it's up to you to make your own recipe in life. So go out there and make a change. You know, if you want something a little different, take a recipe and make a little change, make a tweak to it and go, oh, this is what I really like.
Are you saying that they should go out there and buy this cookbook?
Yeah.
And hide it.
Yeah.
And then you just bust out the recipes and pretend that
definitely
you just came up with
whatever.
them.
Yeah, just buy the cookbook.
You make it for your family like you're the best cook in the world, Dad, Mom.
No, my dad makes the best.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then they catch you like hiding in a closet and you got the book and you're going through like, what are you doing? You get surprised like, oh,
it's not what you think it is.
No,
it's not what you.
It's just a cookbook.
Don't look at the pictures. Yeah. No, I totally agree.
Yeah,
I totally agree. Hey, listen, one thing we haven't gotten into
the grab and the brisket beer review. This is one
That's
that you
right,
would have
guys.
thought we did at the very beginning. We haven't done this.
You think? Listen, we should have started off with all the light beers, but we did. We went straight just dark beers and IPAs and whatever else. We've never done the Miller Lite.
We haven't done it.
Never done it.
No, I think we did the champagne beers, the Miller. What is it? The Miller Genuine Draft.
The highlights.
Highlights.
The
Yeah. We haven't done the light.
Yeah, but a light beer. I mean, I just don't know if I could do that.
Muscle through.
I'm not really into light beers.
All right. Well, you guys are pretty familiar. What is it? 4% or something?
Yeah, it's like just basically just.
Well, I haven't had one in a while, but I'm not going to rank it higher than a Coors Light, so I'm going to have to probably put it somewhere in the 5.0 range.
Well, no drinking, no scory.
Yep. Listen, I think it's got less calories.
Oh, less calories, more filling.
What are you saying?
Less calories.
No, I said less.
More filling.
You think it's more
filling? Yeah.
No, I think it's got less calories.
It's more filling. That's right.
Yeah, I think I'll mess that up.
Okay, we probably did.
Quick story.
While we sip on that, we do have a
quick story. Back in the 90s, we all in the Houston area grew up going to Astro World, and then they had a ride, the space shuttle. Do you remember the space shuttle?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
where it go back and forth.
Yeah,
that was a big thing back in the 90s. That one side would go up and go, tastes great, and then it swing back to the other side, less filling. And then would happen the whole ride. And, we're like 14, 12, we're just riding this thing, just tastes great.
We're 35.
Not even
drinking beer.
What are we doing? Yeah. But yeah, it was a phenomenon. That took over the world for sure.
Okay. So you're saying we screwed it up, and it sounds like we did.
Yeah.
We do have a mail call. Can we get to this before we get the heck out of here?
Let's get it.
This is from B Cubs Sauces, made in Texas. Little note there from Stay Saucy. It's from Brian.
There it is.
There's the shuttle.
Damn, he is on it.
Fun fact, I got stuck upside down one time for what seemed like maybe an hour, but I think it was more like maybe 2 minutes or a couple of minutes.
You're like,
it just stayed upright, and you're like, holy crap, we're going to be stuck here forever.
You're so back in the day, you get so evenly balanced that a lot of times you could hang up there for a while, which was kind of cool.
I wonder if those carnies down below, if they collected all the change and stuff that dropped. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah. No, they're definitely and hats. Dude, mail call. We got mail.
Brian Cubley.
Yeah.
B Cubs sauces. Send us a couple sauces for us to
a little classic honey mustard right here.
That looks good. I do like a good honey mustard.
Ooh, just kidding. A little classic honey mustard's great. Yeah, James Chick.
The artwork on this one is something. This is the B Cubs Voodoo peanut sauce, and it is
It's like wearing a unitard.
yeah, but it's a peanut shell.
No, I know what it is.
It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Little voodoo peanut. I'm not. I mean, yeah, I've
Can you
heard.
hold
Hey,
that-
let us see that
Hold
thing.
that thing up to the camera so they can see
Yeah.
it. Get as close as you can. That's a peanut unitard,
Yeah.
or like a one piece,
Yeah.
I guess.
Wait, is this veteran owned?
I don't know. It
I
doesn't
don't-
say that on here, but maybe
Hmm.
he's. It says he's from Texas. That's what I got out of this.
Okay, okay.
Sit up
B
on
Cub
Texas.
BCUB sauces.com. We're gonna try these. We're peanut. I don't know if I've ever had a peanut
Yeah,
sauce.
I've had a peanut sauce for
Is
sure.
it good?
Yeah.
Is it like a barbecue sauce or is it totally different?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like a barbecue sauce.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, what would you use a peanut sauce on?
I mean, you can do it on.
It sounds like something that would go on like an Asian salad.
Yeah, you give me
Like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
No, James,
Nope,
it's
that.
not.
That's weird.
It's
That's a
not.
weird thing to
so.
It's
say.
not a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. No, literally, it's. Open up and try it.
Yeah, it says good for stir fry, noodles, chicken, seafood, and beef.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it, and we're gonna let you know.
Right. Not
it's
peanut butter
amazing.
jelly sandwiches.
I mean, we could try it. I guess.
Evidently. Hey,
Yeah.
Miller Lite.
Yeah, that's hey, thank you so much, Brian. Again, that's B Cub
B-Cubs. Do we have
sauces.com.
a name? Do we have a story behind the name? This B-Cubs?
I'm assuming it's because his name is Brian Cubley.
Okay.
So B Cubs.
Yeah.
B Cub.
Listen,
First, I thought you said B-Cups. I was like, B-Cups.
How about D Cups?
what's wrong with y'all? Why do y'all get this way? Like you had one beer, John.
I meant like pass me D cup, man.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Okay,
cup.
um,
The cup. Okay.
yeah.
Any
What's wrong with you?
Cubs?
Yeah.
Any Cubs bigger than the hand? Then
Nope,
you're
James.
risking your
Nope.
sprained hand.
Hey, so
Spring-
he owned and operated Studio 54 Cafe in Seabrook. Do y'all remember that one?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No, actually, I've actually been there.
I've never been there.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's a local.
Yeah, he says Clear Lake in Houston. Clear Lake in
Hell
Houston.
yeah.
Raul, you are just on it. Maybe it was the 6 weeks off you had, but
No,
I'm
you
just
are
trying to
on
earn my
your
paycheck.
A
man.
game. You killing it
listen.
over here.
Hey, my boy got in here, and him and I worked together
Mm.
without you two jokers.
Is that what it is?
That's exactly what happened.
Mhm.
Yeah. Hey, we know what's up.
Yes.
I'm sure.
We're the real ones.
I'm sure you
We're the
do.
real ones.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Every
Y'all
go-
wouldn't even have known we had a damn interview tonight.
Yep. Go check out
Jeez.
B-Cubs.
Well, that's true.
That is true. Now, listen, hey, how much time we got here?
Time to give this thing a
Okay.
score.
Yeah, big score. Big score. Big score coming from the Miller Lite.
Hold on. Don't say it yet.
It tastes great. It tastes great, and it's less filling. Right. So I'm gonna say, you ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say is 6-9.
Oh man, we're almost the same.
Where you
7-0.
7-0.
7-0.
There it
it's
is.
good. It's
It's a
good.
great
It's
beer.
Miller Lite.
Great
It's
beer.
great to drink.
We've all had
Super-
one before.
Super easy to drink. Probably will drink thousands more before I die.
No,
It's
God.
good. It's good.
Hey, cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's the grabbing a brisket.
Beer
review. Mikey, what do you score this thing over there? Mikey's he hadn't turned off any lights, unplugged anything, had his phone ring, nothing. He's been
But
so
you
quiet.
notice how I pushed everything away from him,
Yeah.
and I hid the light switch.
And he's awake. He
He,
didn't fall
he is
asleep.
awake. He's awake over there. Mikey,
What do you got?
what do you score this thing 1 to 10?
What do you got?
9. He gives it a 9. This
9?
is
There
Mikey's
it is.
favorite beer.
Yeah.
There it is. Susie and Todd,
Yeah.
we love y'all. We
Big thanks.
appreciate you coming in. Literally, I know I say this a lot, but 2 of my favorite people in barbecue.
I know.
They just light up. They light up a podcast.
They're amazing. Hey, yeah, thank you so much for saying yes and being on it 2 years later. And I hope it didn't take another 2 years.
Yeah, we'll see
Definitely
you in
appreciate it.
2028.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Right. Not a minute sooner.
Yeah. As always, guys, it's been great
Yeah.
talking barbecue with you.
Peace.
Like how I shut that down.
You know what I like, James? I like how it's just like, we're doing it live.
Yep.